thank you, but I don't have a boat. You see, it's sunk to the bottom of the Ganga. And as that boatman did that, Abhiram looked down the line and all the other boatmen were taking pots and filling water in their boats, and they all looked. No one has a boat. So Abhiram Thakur laughed. And he took his chadar and he tossed it on the water. And it floated. Then he sat on it and it floated him across the Ganga. This is how powerful he was. And he arrived at the home of Nityananda, and Nitai was sitting on his veranda, and he thought, oh no. So he stood up to receive him. Oh, Abhiram, my friend. Abhiram said, Nitai, my older brother, you seem to be having some sort of celebration. Can I come in? Nitai said, why don't you eat something first? We made so many preparations. Eat something first. Vajra said, I'm not hungry, but it seems as though your home is effulgent with a new personality. Let me see who it is. Vasudha asked Janava, take the child and run inside. He took the child inside and tried to keep him quiet. Abhiram was adamant, please, let me see if a great personality has come to your home. Finally, Nitai said, oh Janava, bring our child. So with fear in her heart, she thought, please, Prabhu, Gosai, we have done this so many times. Will our house be bereft of children? Have mercy on us. I said, don't worry. Bring the boy. They brought little Virachandra and they sat him down. Abhiram Thakur looked at this child. His hair was in a beautiful top knot, jewels all around, wonderful silken clothes on his little chubby body, little anklets just around his feet. The child sat looking at Abhiram, and Abhiram paid his obeisances, and everyone held their breath. And Virachandra laughed. Everyone thought, Abhiram paid his obeisances again. And Virachandra laughed and clapped his hands. Abhiram paid his obeisances again, and finally, Virachandra with his little foot touched Abhiram Thakur with it. And Abhiram Thakur went somersaulting back 3 times over. Finally, he thought, a wonderful, great personality has come. Abhiram Thakur could understand, for everyone who has not seen Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has now appeared within the house of Sri Nityananda Ram in the form of his son Virachandra. Just see his golden form. Look at his effulgent body. And Abhiram Thakur began to sing and dance in ecstasy. Virachandra was such a small boy that he also wanted to sing along, but he could not.
Hare Krishna devotees, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Welcome devotees to our Bhagavatam class. This morning we will be hearing from His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. And it's going to be in Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 15, verse 39. And the chapter, and it's given on December 17, 1973 in Los Angeles. We request devotees to please turn up your listening devices. Sometimes the recording can be a little bit distorted. Without further delay, we will start the class. Hare Krishna.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. mathurāyāṁ tathā vajraṁ śūrasena-patiṁ tathā prājāpatyāṁ nirūpyeṣṭim agnīn apibad īśvaraḥ mathurāyāṁ tathā vajraṁ mathurāyāṁ tathā vajraṁ śūrasena-patiṁ tathā śūrasena-patiṁ tathā prājāpatyāṁ nirūpyeṣṭim prājāpatyāṁ nirūpyeṣṭim agnīn apibad īśvaraḥ agnīn apibad īśvaraḥ mathurāyāṁ tathā vajraṁ śūrasena-patiṁ tathā prājāpatyāṁ nirūpyeṣṭim agnīn apibad īśvaraḥ mathurāyāṁ tathā vajraṁ śūrasena-patiṁ tathā prājāpatyāṁ nirūpyeṣṭim agnīn apibad īśvaraḥ mathurāyāṁ tathā vajraṁ śūrasena-patiṁ tathā mathurāyāṁ at Mathurā tathā also vajraṁ vajra śūrasena-patiṁ King of the Śūrasenas tathā thereafter Prājāpatyāṁ Prājāpatya sacrifice nirūpya having performed īśvaraḥ goal agnīn fire apibad placed in himself īśvaraḥ capable. Then he posted Vajra, the son of Aniruddha, grandson of Lord Kṛṣṇa, at Mathurā as the king of the Śūrasena. Afterwards, Mahārāja Yudhiṣṭhira performed a Prājāpatya sacrifice and placed in himself the fire for quitting household life.
So, Mahārāja Yudhiṣṭhira first of all appointed his grandson, Parikshit Maharaj, the emperor of the whole world. Then he distributed only intimate families, because Krishna's family, Jadu dynasty, and this Mahārāja Yudhiṣṭhira's family, Kuru dynasty, they were related in so many ways by marriage. Mahārāja Yudhiṣṭhira's mother, Kunti, belonged to the Jadu dynasty, means Krishna's aunt, Krishna's father's sister. Similarly, Arjun's wife, Subhadra, here is Subhadra, she became the wife of Arjun, sister of Krishna. So there are so many family relationships, Krishna's family and the Kuru family. Krishna was not present, therefore Mahārāja Yudhiṣṭhira was taking care of the children, grandson. As his grandson was posted as emperor, similarly Krishna's grandson was also situated as the King of Śūrasena, in which province the Mathurā is there, mathurāyāṁ. So, you can read the purport.
Mahārāja Yudhiṣṭhira, after placing Mahārāja Parikshit on the imperial throne of Hastinapur, and after posting Vajra, the grandson of Lord Kṛṣṇa, as the king of Mathurā, accepted the renounced order of life.
Yes, this was the system that one must retire. Just like at the present moment, although people are asking the president, do you retire? You resign. He is not resigning. Obstinate. Because he knows this is the first and last chance. I'm not going to be elected again. So stick to the post and take as much money as possible. That's all. But formally, they voluntarily retired the king. In India also we have seen so many big politicians, they could not give up their political job. Even Gandhi, I wrote a personal letter to Gandhi that Mahatma Gandhi, you are recognized all over the world as a very pious man, and you are supposed to be very devotee of Bhagavad Gita. Now you have got your independence, you fought for independence, now you have got independence, so I request you to take the teachings of Bhagavad Gita to preach all over the world. That was my request, because I was thinking of preaching this Bhagavad Gita. So I thought the Gandhi's position is better if he takes up this job, preaching of Bhagavad Gita. Many people will give attention. Just Achariti Sreshta. He is a recognized good man, so people will follow. But he did not do so. He stuck up to the politics. And unless he was killed by another opponent party, he did not give it up. Similarly, I have seen other politicians also, Jawaharlal Nehru, Pant, they would not give up. Pant was so weak, I have seen, he could not stand even. He was doing like this, all this. Still he would not give up. Similarly, Jawaharlal Nehru, he was paralyzed. Unless he was dead, he could not give up. This is not Vedic civilization. Vedic civilization is that at a certain age, you must retire. Never mind. The age is divided into 4 parts. Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanaprastha and Sannyas. Brahman, Kshatri, Vaishya, Shudra. So Vedic civilization means Varnashram Dharma, accepting the institution of 4 Varnas and 4 Ashram. Social and spiritual order. For social order, there must be Brahman, Kshatri, Vaishya, Shudra, and for spiritual order, there must be Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanaprastha and Sannyas. This is the system. So, unless you accept this institution of Varnashram Dharma, you are not considered as civilized man. Aryan. Aryan means who are making progress under the institution of Varnashram Dharma. That progress means to approach the Supreme Personality of God. That is the goal. But people do not know that. Not only now, formally also. Nati vidu sartha gatim ke Vishnu. They do not know what is their ultimate goal of self-interest. Why Mahārāja Yudhiṣṭhira is retiring from the... So that is not, to become king is not the ultimate goal of life. No. He has got another ultimate goal of life. He remained as a king as a matter of duty. Just like you work in some office or as a professional man, you work as a lawyer, you work as an engineer, you work as a medical man, and that you can do because you have to do something to live, livelihood. It doesn't matter. But to become an engineer or to become a scientist or become a medical man or a lawyer, that is not my ultimate goal of life. That is needed to maintain the body and soul together. But that is not ultimate goal of life. Ultimate goal of life is to realize God. That is ultimate goal. For that purpose, you may be what you are, but you must retire. At the present moment, people retire by force or by somewhere, but they do not know what is the ultimate goal of life. There are many retired men's house in your country, but they do not know what is the ultimate goal of life. Ultimate goal of life is to understand the Supreme Personality of God. Because in your busy life, you have got very little time. Therefore, after Grihastha life, 50 years after, not that, more than that, Panchasudnam Vanam Bhajan, then you must retire. It doesn't matter whether you have finished your duty or not. It doesn't matter. You must retire. And then, after being trained for some time, being retired from the family life, living secluded life, not exactly secluded, but detached from family life. Let the elderly sons, daughters, they can take care of the family, and the husband, wife, they travel to different places of pilgrimage. Again, they come for some time, but without any attachment, as guest in the house of his son. In this way, when he is trained up, then he says to the wife, now you live with your son, they will take care of you, I am taking sannyas. So everyone has to take sannyas. It is not that a particular man, simply Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has to take sannyas. No, that is obligation. You must. In Buddha philosophy, everyone has to take sannyas and live as a sannyasi for some years. That is their duty. So, Mahārāja Yudhiṣṭhira prepared himself for becoming sannyasi. Sannyasi means renounce, no more family responsibility or any responsibility. Simply to become pure devotee of the Lord. That is sannyasi. Anāsrita karma phalam kāryam karma karoti ja sa sannyasi. What is the sannyasi definition? Sannyasi means he works, but not as the enjoyer of the fruit of the world. That is sannyasi. Everyone, Kurmi means he is working hard day and night, but he wants the fruit of the world to enjoy himself. That is Kurmi. Sannyasi also will work hard day and night, but he will not take the fruit. It is for Krishna. That is sannyasi. Sannyasi means sat, nasi. Nasi means renounce. And sat means the supreme truth. One who renounces everything for the sake of supreme truth is called sannyasi. That sannyasi formality is to change the dress. But anyone, just like this Mahārāja Yudhiṣṭhira or June and his brothers, they are all sannyasis. But still formality, they accept a sannyas, give up the attachment for the house, and this way, because he is king, if he does not set example, then others will not accept sannyas. But
The system of 4 orders of life and 4 castes in terms of quality and work, known as the varnashrama dharma, is the beginning of real human life, and Mahārāja Yudhiṣṭhira, as the protector of this system of human activities, timely retired from the active life as a sannyasi, handing over the charge of the administration to a trained prince, Mahārāja Parikshit. The scientific system of varnashrama dharma divides the human life in 4 divisions of occupation and 4 orders of life. The 4 orders of life, as brahmachari, grihastha, vanaprastha, and sannyasa, are to be followed by all, irrespective of the occupational division. Modern politicians do not wish to retire from active life, even if they are old enough. But Yudhiṣṭhira Maharaj, as an ideal king, voluntarily retired from active administrative life.
We have referred to the politicians because king means he is also politician. As soon as we speak of king, he is in politics. So these are the examples. Although he was also a great politician, he had to fight in the battle of Kurukshetra. He had to adopt diplomacy, everything. But not that he would forget his real duty. This is perfect civilization. That one should not forget the real duty. The real duty is to fulfill the mission of the human life. The mission of human life is to understand God. And God is there. You cannot deny God is there. But if we do not know what is God, what is our relationship with Him, that we do not know. Just like in your country, the currency notes are advertised, in God we trust. But if we ask anybody, this is the slogan of your state, what do you know about God? Nobody can reply. They say it is something like this, something like that, but no, everything vague idea. Nobody knows what is God. Neither he knows how to trust in God. That is instructed in the Bhagavad Gita. What is God and how to trust Him. This is the subject matter of Bhagavad Gita. But the people do not know. They simply have the slogan, in God we trust. Nobody knows what is God. But we are trying to give the contribution. What is God? Not only God, His form, His name, His address, everything we are giving. Here is the form of God, Kṛṣṇa. If you do not believe that He is not God, then you must say, what is your idea of God? If you do not know what is the idea of God, then you must accept from me. And how can you deny that Krishna is not God? First of all, you have to know what is God. God means the Supreme. That is the dictionary word. Supreme Being. So Krishna is the Supreme Being. Krishna is the Supreme Being. You just see Supreme. Here we see a rich man, he enjoys, and his assistants, his managers, his secretaries, they work. They bring money from business, from factory, and the proprietor enjoys. It's a good example. Similarly, here is God. He is in the enjoying spirit. He is not going to the office to manage his factory. No, he doesn't go. He simply enjoys. That is the injunction of the Veda. Natasya karyam karanancha, the definition of God. What is God? What is God? The idea is given in the Vedas, Upanishad. Natasya karyam, first thing is that he has nothing to do personally. That is first qualification of God. If he has to do something personally, then he is not God. Natasya karyam karanancha vidyate, natasya sama adhikascha drishyate. Nobody can be equal to him or greater than him. This is the definition of God. Any subject matter, suppose opulence, riches, so nobody can be richer than God, or nobody can be equal with God. This is greatness. God is great. How he is great? That is defined particularly. He is great because nobody equally rich with him. Nobody is richer than him. That is God. Everybody is poorer than him. Therefore, natasya sama, sama means equal, and odhika means greater. How God can be great? If somebody is greater than him, how God is great? If somebody is equal to him, then how is great? Just see how the definition is given perfectly. Natasya karyam karanancha vidyate. He has nothing to do because he is great. Why he should work? All the subordinates will work. We are all subordinate. Therefore we shall work for God. But we have made our formula that God shall work for me. God give us our daily bread. We have nothing to do. Simply give us our bread. What is this? But the Vaishnava idea is that without giving bread to God, God will die. Jasodama is thinking, if I do not give Kṛṣṇa to eat something nice, Kṛṣṇa will become lean and thin. That is love of Godhead. How to serve Kṛṣṇa, how to serve God. Sevanmukhi. That is real religion. When we are not to take service from God, but we are ready to give service to God. That is real religion. Savai pumsang paro dharma, jato bhakti radhokhaje. Alokhaje. God is beyond our senses. Therefore he is adhokhaje. So that type of religion which teaches the followers how to serve God, how to love God, that is perfect religion. It doesn't matter whether it is Christian religion or Hindu religion, no. If the followers are trained up how to love God, how to serve God, that is perfect. That is being taught here. In this Krishna consciousness movement, there is no such teaching to ask from God, no, to give everything to God. That is Krishna consciousness. That is required. So, Yudhiṣṭhira Maharaj is a devotee, therefore, although he was the powerful emperor, still he is now sacrificing his life for the service of the Lord. This is human civilization. At least at a certain point of your life, you must sacrifice. If you haven't got anything, money, then you can sacrifice your life. Prāṇair arthai dhya vāca. etavat janma sāpallam dehinam ihodeshu. This human form of life can be perfected. How? How it can be perfected? And prāṇairatthai dhyāvāca. Prana means life. Artha means riches. Prāṇairatthai dhya. Dhya means intelligence. And vacha. Vacha means words. So we have got four things. We have got our life, and everybody has got some riches, either 1 pound or 1 million pound. Everybody has got something. This is called artha, prana, artha, and everyone has got intelligence. And everyone has got the power to speak. So we have to engage all these four things. Either 4 or 3 or 2, at least 1, we must engage. Prāṇairatthidhya sreyacharanam sada. This is the principle of religion or perfection of life. Etavat janma, then our life will be. There are many other slokas in Bhagavatam. Atah pungvi nijas srestha varnasrama vibhagasa shanusthitasa dharmasya samasiddhi haritosanam. This varnasrama dharma we have already explained. So, any civilized man must be within this category of varnasrama dharma. Otherwise, he is animal. Unless you accept some institution of making progress in spiritual life, you are animal. That is the difference between animal and man. Man has got some institution, some social structure, religious structure, political structure. Otherwise, what is the difference between animal? The animal, they haven't got any president or senate house or parliament or church. That is the difference. So, this varnasrama dharma means one has to accept these principles of varnasrama dharma and act accordingly. A Brahmin should act according to Brahman principles. Sattva, sama, dhamma, titikha. The Kshatriya should act accordingly. The Vaishya should act accordingly. The same example as we have given many times, that I have got my head department, arms department, belly department and leg department. To keep the body fit, everyone should act very nicely. Brain should work nicely, arm must be strong, belly must be fit to digest food stuff, a leg must work. Similarly, these things, the varnasrama dharma is necessary. It is not a convention. It is not a convention that the Hindus or the Indians, there are only Brahmins. No, here are also Brahmins. Because it is the creation of God. God's creation must be there. So now, this Krishna consciousness movement is picking up who are the Brahmins. They are mixed up. So long, there was no picking up of the Brahmins. Now, by this movement, Krishna consciousness movement, we are picking up the Brahmins because there is need of Brahmins. Because brain is not there. Brahmin means the brain. They must have knowledge. That is Brahmin. Brahmin in India, the Brahmins are called Pandit, although nowadays his full number one. So but it is the title of the Brahmin to become Pandit. Pandit. He must know everything. Sattva, Jnanam, Vijnanam, Astikam, Brahma, Karma, Svabhava. He must be a very wise man. Jnanam, Vijnanam, practical application, Vijnanam. Jnanam, Vijnanam, Astikam, and not Nastik, not atheist. Jnanam, Vijnanam means one must know what is God. That is Jnana. And Brahma Janati iti Brahmana. Brahmana means one has already known God. Or Brahma Vastu. Brahma iti Paramatma iti. Bhagavan iti Sabha. That is Brahman. Therefore people should go to Brahman. Tad vijnanartham sa gurumeva vigachet. Without becoming a Brahmana, one cannot become Guru. Because if he does not know Brahma, Paramatma, Bhagavan, what kind of Brahman he is and what kind of Guru he is. Therefore, one must know the ultimate truth. Bhagavan, Brahmeti, Paramatmeti, Bhagavan. Not silent simply by understanding Brahma or Paramatma. But he must know what is Bhagavan. Krishnastu Bhagavan Sayam. Bhagavan is Krishna. That is the verdict of the Vedas. Krishnastu Bhagavan Sayam. So, a Brahmana, even the good qualification, but if he does not know Krishna, then he cannot become Guru. That is the injunction. Sat karma nipuna vipra. Vipra means Brahman. Nipuna means very expert. What? The sat karma. Brahmana's business is 6. Pathan, pathan, jajana, jajana, dana, pratigra. A Brahman must be learned. And he must make others learned. That I am learned man, I don't care for others. No. He must teach others to become Brahman. Pathan, pathan. Jajana, jajana. He must worship God and he must teach others also how to worship God. Jajana, jajana. Dana pratigraha. Brahmana's business is not to do any trade or professional. He takes charity. Pratigraha. But dana. Therefore in India it is said, if a Brahman gets 1 lakh of rupees, still he is a beggar. Why? Because he does not keep it. If he gets 1 lakh of rupees now, next moment he will spend it for Krishna. Dana pratigraha. So, even though one is expert, pathan, pathan, jajan, jajan, dana pratigraha, avaishnava guru na sasya, satkarma nipuna vipra, mantra, tantra, visara. He is expert in reciting all the mantras, Vedic mantras. He knows everything. But he is not a Vaishnava. You'll find nowadays impersonalist, voidist, so many Brahmins. They have no idea what is God, who is God. That is called Avaishnava. Vaishnava knows what is Vishnu, what is God. But Avaishnava, non-Vaishnava, they do not know. So this is the formula that even one Brahman is expert in all knowledge, but he does not know who is God. Guru na sasya, he cannot become Guru. This is the stricture. Sad Vaishnava sapacho Guru, but a sapacha means dog eaters. They are considered to be the lowest of the mankind, dog eaters. There are different types of eaters, cow eaters, goat eaters, and camel eaters, this eater, that eaters. There are so many. Out of that eaters, one who eats the dog is considered the lowest. So, even a person coming from the family of dog eaters, if he knows who is God, he can be Guru. This is the injunction of the Shastra. One who knows God, he cannot remain dog eaters, but sometimes he comes from there. So, but Shastra says, yes, when he has learned the science of God, then he can be accepted as Guru. That is the confirmation of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Kiva vipra kiva sudra nasikane noy, jai Krishna tattva vetta sei Guru hoy. Who can become Guru? Anyone who knows the science of Krishna, he can become Guru. That is the injunction. It doesn't matter. Kiva vipra kiva sudra nasikane. He may be a Brahman, he may be a Sudra, he may be a sannyasi, he may be a grihastha, it doesn't matter. He may be European, he may be American, he may be Indian, it doesn't matter. If he knows the science, Jai Krishna Tattva Vitta, say Guru. So it is not limited under certain country, certain atmosphere, or certain population. Krishna consciousness is open for everyone. So, therefore, our request is, that these Europeans and Americans who have taken to Krishna consciousness just become perfect in the understanding of the science and become guru and deliver the whole world. Thank you very much.
Such a powerful class by Srila Prabhupada. I was just realizing that when I hear Srila Prabhupada's classes, I have to keep up with the speed and go back and make notes, because every phrase, every paragraph of Srila Prabhupada's lecture, the transcription has so many powerful points and instructions. So thank you all for listening. I would like to open up for any realizations, any comments. Please do unmute yourself, or you can put it in the chat. I would like to request Vishugata Prabhu, if he would like to take the lead to share something, enlighten us from Prabhupada's lectures, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Thank you.
Krishna.
I think Srila Prabhupada did the enlightening anyway, as you know.
Yes, Prabhu.
Srila Prabhupada made several points, as you know, and it was interesting. The last point he made, did you catch that last point?
To become guru, Prabhu?
Yeah.
To become perfect in the
he's saying
understanding of the science, yes.
He's saying Europeans and Americans, of course Indians too, but no matter where you are, become a guru.
Mm-hmm.
More recently, there's been some discussion back and forth because of a court case in India that there's
Yes.
the Ritvik people are claiming some other idea. But Srila Prabhupada is very clear, always very clear. He wanted everybody, but also Europeans, Americans, Indians, to become guru and deliver the world. That's just as Lord Chaitanya said, as he quoted. So that's very, very poignant. Then also he was talking in the beginning about how some in the Vedic system, the administrators should retire at the end of life. And nowadays, not only in India but in the United States, we see that all the administrators are practically very old, past 70, 80, like that. So that doesn't reflect well, because we're thinking, they're thinking, yeah, this is the pinnacle of my achievement, to become a big administrator until I die. But we have to take a different approach. The last part of life, dedicate our time to spreading and understanding and spreading Krishna consciousness more and more. So that's how we're going to do that. That we have to make that plan. Devotees in the Hare Krishna movement are following that. Yeah. Just another little detail there also is that in this one, Srila Prabhupada, there's a little confusion, because there's a Parikshit Maharaj is a grandson, and then Vajra is the verse is that Vajra is deputed to take over the Mathurā kingdom, which is part of the place of Śūrasena. So sometimes in the purport it says that Vajra was Krishna's grandson, but no, he is Krishna's great-grandson.
I was wondering about that too.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
So this, if you look at the current Veda base, it says great-grandson. So there's a little edit there.
Okay.
Because Krishna's wife was Rukmini, so Krishna and Rukmini, their son was Pradyumna, their son was Aniruddha, and Aniruddha's son is Vajra. So that's great-grandson. Yeah, just a little tiny edit there. And that Vajra, was the king in the Mathurā area, and he's the one who commissioned the carving of a number of important and famous deities that are still there in Vrindavan and other places. The Srinathji deity was commissioned by Vajra. Sakshi Gopal was commissioned by Vajra. Radha Govindaji was convicted like that. That's all.
Thank you, Prabhu. Prabhu, I have a question about the last point that you mentioned, because here, I guess I may not be getting it clear. When here, it says that Krishna's grandson was also situated as the king of Śūrasena, which is in which province the Mathurā is there. So are they both different, Prabhu? Because I thought Śūrasena was the name of the leader, but is that the name of the province in Mathura, and that's where he became king?
Śūrasena was the name of the ancestor.
Yes,
Śūrasena's son was Vasudeva.
yes.
But the whole kingdom stretched from Dwaraka all the way to Mathura.
Okay.
So Vajra was just the king in the Mathura area, but not the whole part.
Oh, okay, okay. All right. That clarifies my doubt.
Sometimes
Okay.
Srila Prabhupada, when he spoke in Gujarati, he would say, "Oh, yeah, Krishna's family was Gujarati," because they were kings also in that part of area, including Vrindavan, but all the way over to Gujarat, Dwarka, and that area. They were ruling that whole area.
Okay, that's interesting to learn something new. Okay. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you. Anyone else would like to share something? Please do unmute yourself, share your thoughts, reflections, realizations. You can either unmute yourself, like I said, you don't have to raise your hand. Go ahead, Damodar.
Hare Krishna, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to
Jai.
Prabhupada, the devotees on the call. The one point that really struck me was Prabhupada mentioning that people are, he was mentioning that American currency has, we believe in God, the slogan, or we know God, but they don't know about God, like that he was mentioning. I was drawing something like, in back in India or many places nowadays, if we start, like, if we are trying to tell them about something about Bhagavad Gita or anything in the matter of spirituality, they are like, yeah, we know everything. You don't tell us, So a lot of people have that thing that, that kind of ego that we know everything. You don't tell us, like that. So I was thinking, like, many times, like, we as well, like I myself, like, might go to someone asking a question with a thought that I know everything, and this is how the answer is going to be, like, and then like, many times the answer comes in a different way, and so uh, the point where I'm going is like, whenever I am going to someone to ask a question, it should be in a submissive mood, to accept what the answer is, like whatever the answer may come, like that. I shouldn't be going with a thought that this is going to be the answer, or this is how it should be. I know this thing, or we just asking for the sake of question or something like that. That was one thing I draw from that. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Thank you so much. That's a nice realization. Asking in the mode of submissiveness as opposed to pre-planned notions. Thank you. Very nice. Any other comments from devotees or sharing? Please do jump in. And yes, Parikshit, go ahead.
Hare Krishna, please accept our obeisances. Srila Prabhupada. Very nice lecture.
Your connection is not good when you speak. It's very, very, very long.
And
Mm-mm. His connection is not good. Parikshit, your
politicians usually not wanting to retire.
in the beginning, we saw Prabhupada.
He's not able to hear me because he's in the rehab. Parikshit, your whatever you're saying is very, 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 very broken. Because very broken.
Yeah.
Because of the connection where you're at is very weak. So you might want to put your comment. No, not at all. It's very bad connection. I think your best bet is to put it in the
Can you
chat
hear
so I can.
now?
No, it's very, very, very slow. Yeah, he's at the rehab centers as of yesterday, so the connection there is weak, and that's the reason why it's hard to understand him because he just got transferred to rehab yesterday. So I apologize. Probably he will. Yeah, he just texted me. He said, go on without my. Anyway, anyone else would like to share something, please do. Unmute yourself or share something. One thing that I would like to, that was very nice to hear from Srila Prabhupada is how he said that, you know, there is, in the Vedic civilization, there is an age for every part of, our age is divided. This part we do this part, this age we do this age we do this age we do this. And one part that I really liked how Srila Prabhupada said, I'm trying to look for the point here. Oh yes, where that this part where he says just like how we work in the office or as a professional man, that is not the ultimate goal. That is something that we do as a livelihood. I think that was a very important point because when Srila Prabhupada was mentioned that, I was really reflecting. I said, yeah, wow. Sometimes the mind tells us, or we think that whatever we are working, that field that we're working, that is like our ultimate goal, but actually it's not. It's actually a livelihood just to make ends meet, pretty much. It's not the ultimate goal of life, and our ultimate goal of life is to realize God. So that was, I liked how Srila Prabhupada phrased that whole paragraph, at least for me, to really help the mind to understand and know that the ultimate goal of life is not making, is not the livelihood of making ends meet. That's just temporary. The ultimate goal of life is to realize God. So that was one of the thoughts that really had me switch the thought, my thinking. So that was one of my takeaways. Anyone else would like to share something, please do jump right in, and share your thoughts. Would like to hear from everyone. And if there isn't, and well, one more point that I really was appreciating, and how so nicely, like what Vishnupada Prabhu was saying at the end, and I was like, whoa, yeah, Srila Prabhupada says that we should become perfect in the understanding of the science and become guru. That was one strong point. Sometimes, like what Vishnupada Prabhu was saying, sometimes, now we have so many issues where people are saying this whole Ritvik thing and misquoting Srila Prabhupada, but here it's Srila Prabhupada's voice, his voice. It's not fabricated. It's his voice, it's his words that is telling us, to become perfect in the understanding of science and become guru and deliver the whole world. And so that is the duty, that service that Srila Prabhupada has given us, that we should take the time to learn the science of Krishna, to understand the science of Krishna, and so that we can, Prabhupada said in one of the verses, the Krishna conscious movement is here to make us to become brahmanas. Trying to find that phrase right here where Srila Prabhupada said that. Yes, that he says, now by this, and I liked how he said, that the Krishna conscious movement is picking up who are the brahmanas. I like the word he chose, picking up. That was a very interesting phrase he chose. And he said, they're all mixed up. It was really nice how he said that. They're all mixed up, So here the movement is picking up the brahmanas. So I really liked how he said that the Krishna conscious movement is helping us to become brahmanas. because that's what's lacking in today's world, the brain, So that was one of my, the brain, which is the knowledge, the understanding the science of Krishna, the perfect science of God realization. So these were my 2 points. Yes, Damodar, go ahead.
Just as you were speaking, I realized one more thing that, as you were saying, right, that how we are getting into all this controversies. So, because somewhere, mm, like people haven't heard or read Prabhupada really well. It's like something, this feels like a symptom of not hearing Prabhupada classes, or haven't been read Prabhupada books really well. That's what it seems like. So it is like it comes out like we have to read Prabhupada books and hear his classes very attentively and scrutinizely, studying as he says many times. So that was one important point that I realized. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Thank you for that sharing, Damodar. Thank you. So important, yes, to read Srila Prabhupada's books. Just hearing his lectures here is so powerful. So much, he says, so much. And he shares so much, and he makes it so simple. So simple. So we're so blessed and fortunate. Anyone else would like to share something, please do jump in and share. Just going down so I don't miss anybody. Okay, if there isn't, we thank you all so much for joining us. And please do join us to today's the last day of Kartik, the last day of Kartik. So please make the best of it. And if the last day of Kartik, I would humbly request devotees if you can stop by the temple and offer that last ghee stick, that ghee wick stick to the Lord Damodar on the last day of Kartik, which is also Kartik Purnima today, very auspicious day too. So please do stop by. And we look forward to seeing everyone on our tomorrow morning's class, same time, same Zoom link. Until then, Vanchakaplibhyascha, Kripasindobheva Patitanam Pavanebhyo, Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Have a wonderful day, devotees. Hari Hari Bol.